Welcome back. Well, it's time for everyone's favorite segment, especially during the fall sports season. It's time for our power rankings.
I know, it's my favorite time of the week, and I know it's everybody's at home as well. Now, it was a big week for some teams and some big matchups that definitely shook up some of the power rankings. We have our very own Trayvon Miles, He's Trey.
Trey to us.
Trey to us. He's standing by with the infamous power rankings. Trey?
Thank you, guys. I go by any name you guys want to call me. What an exciting week one we had in Maryland. A new number one already. Let's get right into it. Last week's number one, Queen Anne's, falls to 5. Great game they played. I'm just very concerned about that defense. Their secondary got exposed last night. The Bulldogs of North Carolina stay at 4. They put a hurting on Easton. We'll really see what they have when they take on Cambridge next week. Those Vikings come in at 3. Early game of the week contention for that matchup in Groove City on Friday. Kent County moves up from 5 to 2. They really impressed me, guys. I don't see more than 2 losses from that team this year. And my new number one, the Kent Island Bucks, they travel to Elkton next week. No games in Delaware, so my rankings, they remain the same, although somebody, I cannot confirm the name, told me that Kate lost to Milford in the scrimmage. The Vikings still checking at 5, it's just a scrimmage. Smyrna at 4, they're at Del Castle this Friday. Dover coming in at 3, going to Baltimore to take on Dunbar. Sussex Tech travels to Wilmington to take on AI DuPont. The Tigers return a lot of players, so I'm beware of that upset right now. And number one, Laurel, kicks off the season Thursday at Sussex Central. Guys, please riddle me with your rankings.
Well, I got to first give a disclaimer. I was told that they lost in that scrimmage. Then I actually ran into a Cape player today who said they didn't lose. It was competitive. But then he went on to compare this year's Milford team to last year's Lake Forest team. And at which point I realized that this year's Cape team is not ready to be in my power rankings anymore, so they fell out of it. So we're going to go to Delaware, where I'm going to start at Dover at number 5. Smyrna has pretty much impressed me so far this preseason. They move into my power rankings at 4. I still got Laurel at 3, Sussex Tech at 2, and Lake Forest at 1. Over in Maryland, things got shooken up a little bit. We're going to go ahead and Queen Anne's drops down to 5, Kent Island up to 4, Kent County up to 3. I still got Cambridge at 2, and North Carolina with their 37 running backs right now. They look pretty solid.
I think North Carolina took the cake on everybody.
Unbelievable.
Well, starting out in Delaware, I've got number 5. I'm going to stick with Sussex Tech. We got to throw Tech in there. I'm going to stick with Cape Penlopen. I think that they're going to get the job done. Guys, do not steer me wrong on this one. For number 3, I got Smyrna. Number 2, Lake Forest. And staying at my number 1, I'm going to go with Laurel. Coach Phillips, that's for you. Now, Maryland, I'm going to take things. I have Easton staying at number 5. I believe that these guys will get it done. I think TJ Nixon, I'm going to make a bold statement. So we'll have to see next week. Don't disappoint me again there. 4, I've got Cambridge. 3, Queen Anne's. 2, Kent County. And 1, North Carolina. Top spots. Non-negotiable.
Yeah, I only got, they lost by 40, so 40 reasons why they don't deserve to be in the power rankings right now. Well, you know what? That was a great start for high school, and we also got a little college action going on.
Yes, and with all of the high school talk, we have to check on what's going on in the college football world right now, or last night, Salisbury was on the road taking on Albright. Now, believe it or not, the Gulls had a 23-3 lead heading into the 4th quarter, but the Lions managed to score 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns for the win, 24-23, the final, and DSU just kicked off their game tonight against Liberty. Now that score right now, DSU is down 14-0.
Well, it's still early. They got a chance, so we'll find out.
Quarter, so.
All right, well, it's time for another quick commercial break, but coming up next, we're going to talk a little field hockey. What an emotional night last night over in Pocomo. Keep it right here.
Nolan Henderson, quarterback, Smyrna High School. You're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.